Hello and welcome back to another Premier League predictions video. We are up to game week 18 now, and unfortunately Nathan can't join me today. He's otherwise engaged, so you're just left with me. But before we get on to this week's predictions, last week's top scorer with 17.5 points was Oberstan, and sharing the top spot was a Robstar. Both of those guys came away with 3 perfect scores as well. How that affects the overall leaderboard now? Well, top of the shop, the top G at the moment, if you like, is Sportcat 01 on 163 points. Followed closely in second place by Ferris77, who is currently on 159.5 points. So all to play for, still a long way to go this season. Let's just get on with it, get down to business and make some predictions. So first up on Friday evening, kick-off 7:45, we've got West Ham taking on Brentford. West Ham losing last time out against Arsenal, and Brentford were held to a 2-2 draw. In fact, for Brentford, they've only won once in their last 6 matches, and their away form has seen them only win once away in the Premier League this season, although they have actually drawn 4 of those matches as well. As for West Ham, struggling at the moment in 16th position. Win-wise, they've only won once in their last 6 matches. So, can West Ham bounce back? Brentford's away form isn't too clever. So, in this one, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Nathan, on the other hand, he seems to think Brentford will come away with all 3 points, and he's gone for a 1-0 away win for the Bees. Next up, we've got Liverpool at home against Leicester, again on Friday evening at 8 o'clock live on Sky. Liverpool last time out won quite comfortably away from home against Aston Villa 3-1, although Nunes missed a hatful of chances in that game. Liverpool at the moment are on a 3-game winning streak, and so far this season they've only lost once at home in the league as well. As for Leicester, well, Maddison is still out. Doesn't look like he's going to be back for this game. They have won 4 out of their last 6, but that 3-0 defeat at home against Newcastle was a bit of a blow. So in this one, I think Liverpool will take all 3 points, and I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory to the Reds. Nathan also agrees, but he actually thinks it's going to be a little bit narrower, and he's gone for 2-0 to Liverpool. We move on to the Saturday fixtures. This is New Year's Eve, where Wolves take on Manchester United at 12:30 live on BT Sport in the UK. Manchester United now up to 5th position in the table. A very good win at home against Nottingham Forest last time out, where Marcus Rashford seems to run the show, scoring a goal and getting an assist as well. As for Wolves, they gained their first victory in the last 6 matches with a 2-1 away win against Everton. Can Wolves get something out of this match? I'm not too sure. Manchester United looked really good in that last match. Casemiro in the middle of the park looks brilliant. Eriksen as well. Rashford, as I've already said, looking really good. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 away victory to the Red Devils. And Nathan agrees, but he's gone for a 1-0 away win to Manchester United. Next, at 3 o'clock, the first of the 3 o'clock fixtures on Saturday, we've got Bournemouth coming up against Crystal Palace. Now, Bournemouth only 1 win now in their last 6 matches, losing 2-0 away against Chelsea on the 27th of December, and Crystal Palace currently in 11th position, losing their last 2 matches, haven't scored in their last 2 games either. That defeat at home against Fulham wasn't too good after the World Cup break. However, I can see them bouncing back in this match. Bournemouth's form hasn't been too great. Solanke is not scoring at the moment, and neither is Kiefer Moore. So Palace to bounce back in this one for me. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win. But Nathan actually thinks Bournemouth will bounce back in this one, and he's gone for a reverse score of 2-1 to Bournemouth. Also at 3 o'clock on Saturday, we've got Fulham coming up against Southampton. Southampton are rock bottom of the Premier League at the moment. 4 losses on the bounce. A disappointing 3-1 defeat at home against Brighton last time out. And Fulham Who would have believed you at the start of the season? Currently in 9th position, an excellent 3-0 away win in that London derby against Crystal Palace last time out, and I think they're going to pretty much repeat that scoreline against Southampton. Southampton has managed to score in 5 of those last 6 fixtures, so I think they will score. However, I do believe Fulham will run rampant. Mitrovic looks in excellent form. He is on 4 yellow cards though at the moment, so he's got to be a little bit careful, but I do see the home side winning this one 3-1, and Nathan agrees, but he doesn't think Southampton will score in this one, and he's gone for a 3-0 home victory to Fulham. Also on Saturday at 3 o'clock, we've got Manchester City coming up against Everton. Everton now 4 defeats in their last 6 fixtures. Manchester City second in the table, 5 points behind Arsenal. 4 wins in their last 6 as well. This is going to be straightforward victory to Manchester City for me, and I'm going to go for a 3-0 home win. And Nathan agrees, but he thinks Manchester City are actually going to smash the Toffees 4-0. Also at 3 o'clock on Saturday, we've got Newcastle coming up against Leeds. Now Newcastle on a winning streak of 6 matches, a superb win away against Leicester last time out. They're currently cemented in 3rd position, just 2 points behind Manchester City. Leeds falling away now, just hovering, teetering, you could say, above the relegation zone. A disappointing defeat in the last fixture. I think Newcastle are going to continue their run. They do seem to concede though in most matches, Newcastle, so I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to the Magpies, and Nathan agrees. He's actually going for exactly the same score. He's gone for 3-1. Moving on to the next fixture, live on Sky at 5:30 on Saturday, we've got Brighton coming up against Arsenal. Brighton with a fantastic win last time out, which pushes them up to 7th position in the table. 3 wins out of their last 4 matches. That was a 3-1 win against Southampton, that South Coast derby. Arsenal top of the tables, 5 points clear of Manchester City. Jesus currently out, but it doesn't matter as Nketiah comes in, scores as well in that 3-1 victory over West Ham, and Arsenal look really good. Probably a little bit disappointed that they conceded in that match against West Ham though. Tough one to call this one. It ended up 0-0 last season, but with Arsenal keeping 4 clean sheets in their last 6 matches, I think they'll just sneak this one. I do think they'll concede against Brighton. Brighton look very good for going forward, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Gunners. And Nathan agrees. He's gone exactly the same as me again. He's gone for a 2-0 away win to Arsenal too. Moving on to Sunday, kick-off at 2 o'clock, live on Sky this one. We've got Spurs against Aston Villa. Spurs being held 2-2 away against Brentford in their last match, and Aston Villa suffering defeat at the hands of Liverpool last time out. I think Spurs at home probably going to be a little bit too strong for Aston Villa, but Villa looking a lot better since Steven Gerrard has left the club. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 home victory for Spurs in this one, and Nathan agrees, but he thinks Villa will score in this one, and he's gone for a 2-1 home win. And the final fixture of this game, week 18, sees Nottingham Forest taking on Chelsea. Just before the World Cup break, Nottingham Forest seems to turn things around quite a bit. They moved up the table, off the bottom of the table, but they do currently find themselves in 19th position. It was a disappointing loss against Manchester United, where they lost 3-0, and Chelsea brushing aside Bournemouth at home last time out 2-0. So I'm going to go for the same scoreline in this one. I think Chelsea will gain all 3 points in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away victory. Mason Mount looks very good, or he did in his last match as well. Havertz is looking dangerous, and Kepa back in goals, keeping a clean sheet in that last fixture. Nathan agrees, but he thinks it's going to be slightly narrower at the City Ground, and he's gone for a 1-0 away win to Chelsea. So that concludes our predictions for week 18 of this 2022-2023 Premier League season. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Super Brew website, link in the description, and also the league code there as well. Make sure you join us again later this week. Hopefully Nathan will be back for that one, where myself and Nathan will be predicting the scores for week 19. There won't be an away Cardiff City vlog for that fixture against Coventry on Thursday evening, but maybe Nathan will do a watch along. Just watch this space for that. But thanks for joining me once again, as I said, remember to leave your predictions at the Super Blue website and in the comment section below. But for now, I bid you all farewell, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.